turns out someone from every board placed well in all three contests. And it was real close.
Slush is way better than hard pack for ski boarding. The more give there is, the better. Powder's the ultimate. And any virgin condition is good unless it's got a crust that you break through.
Do you have any poles?
Fins are right here. They're aluminum fins made out of aircraft alloy. They're real tough. I've ridden this board for most of the year, and you can see it's still in real good shape, totally rideable. Front foot goes in this binding right here, and then your back foot tucks underneath this back binding. So you've got enough leeway there. The back binding's different from the front binding so that you can adjust your stance to suit your style or whatever type of riding you're doing, whether it's in deep powder or freestyle, whatever. It's a good all-around board, and there are a lot of good boards out. It's a good sport, and hope everybody around Colorado and around the country gets into it.
How'd you get into it?
Well, a company called Brunswick Corporation used to make something called a snurfer a long time ago, and I rode those for about the last 10 years, and nobody really improved it. And living back east and just sort of getting flustered with that particular board, just decided to start making something on my own. And I've been at it 3 years and had three probably the worst winters snow-wise that you could ask for, back east especially, and this year out west when we started getting things rolling out here. But I'm real happy with it personally, and I really think that we're doing good things for the sport back east, and a lot of people doing good things for the sport out here.
I'm Jack Smith. I came out here from California with A-Team Sand and Snowboards just to see what everybody else is doing. I'd heard a lot about different kinds of snowboards, and I just wanted to see how mine would go against theirs. Basically, mine's a sandboard. It has a V bottom to it, allows you to pivot off it. Has some twin fins. And for this contest, I added some metal edges for it. A single strap binding system, and most important, a runaway leash so you don't hurt anybody else involved.
We started out having just little 3-foot wood boards, and we've gone through trying plastics, and we're now working on this Kevlar experimental board, which is going to be available for winter 81 and 82. This happens to be a quadra concave design, which I've developed over the last 3 years, trying to ski as many different conditions as I could possibly get my hands on. Ski-boarding ideally is for virgin snow conditions, whether it be powder or soft granular or even slush in the springtime. Many of those conditions are impossible to snow ski on, which makes ski-boarding a very legitimate sport as far as skiing goes. And we've got 5 or 6 very healthy ski-board manufacturers now, so there's going to be plenty of ski boards available for all those kids that are going to get into it. Kids that are into skateboarding and surfing are, of course, naturals, and they're already excited on it. So we see a much bigger market over the next 5 years, and we're going to have some really nice competitions coming up soon. So just check one out and at least try one.
Tom, how did this all get started?
Came up with one idea from Pacific Shore. Richard Christensen decided that he likes skateboarding, he wanted to see it done in the snow.
My name is Richard Christensen, and along with my friend Thomas Serby, we produced and ran the first snowboard contest. What our efforts were to help legitimize the sport by giving it a contest. We invited people from around the country who were involved in the industry to participate, and almost all of them did show up. It was very difficult for us to convince a ski area to cooperate with us, but Ski Cooper took on the challenge and helped us a great deal by offering us all the assistance that was necessary for us to produce a contest. So we went to the hill and we ran the first snowboard contest.
We just wanted to have a good time. Very simple, and I think it is a good time.
What's the matter, George?
Go dance!
Oh,
Better, George!
My binding wasn't even on all the way.
My name is Mark Christensen, and I'm a two-time national champion skateboarder. And today I tried out some snowboarding, which has started here in Ski Cooper in Leadville, Colorado. What we have here is two ski boards made by Sims. This one right here is a fiberglass ski board, and as you can tell, he's got a little system here that keeps the stress so you can keep the tip up right up in here like this, so when you go for some powder. It's also got a twin fin configuration down there. It's also got a swallowtail, and the swallowtail will give you kind of a more cut when you go to cut from side to side. The sport's a new sport, and a lot of more inventions are going to need to be improved on, and a lot of innovative things on the boards. Now let's go over to this one right here. And as you see, we start out with a piece of plastic, which has a contour shape which divides one side of the board from the other and helps you to move through the snow smoothly and carve from side to side. It's also a good idea because if you're a skateboarder, you can also take your old skateboard and put it on the board, and it's an excellent idea. And it's also being improved on today, and it's being changed. As you can tell, this one has kind of a single fin right down the middle, which is a little different from the twin fin that you can see right here. Now the binding system is a little different on these also. You have two straps to help your feet stay on the board a little better. You also have stops on each end because of the way the things pull your feet are in. It helps you better. And this one is becoming more instinct because it's just a one strap, and it isn't holding on too good. Although you can put anything in this board, you can use screws, bolts, you can use almost anything to try and grip your feet to the board. And on here, the board has to be made with a kind of a surface to hold your feet on. And that's the difference here in the two Sims boards, as you can see.
It's a great sport. More people ought to do it. Are you from That's Incredible?
Hi, my name is Richard Ortiz, and today I'm here for a new sport in Colorado. Well, new to Colorado anyway. It's called skateboarding, and it's been around probably not very long. It's innovated probably from surfing. As you can see, we have a long ski-board here, and what it does is what we try to have a surf-like effect on the snow. And with this, we could go in and out and do powder and, you know, try throwing a few tricks here and there. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. What we have here is a strap here that goes in between the feet to keep the feet on the board, to keep it from sliding off. We have a little grip tape, sort of, well, it's not grip tape. What it is, we have a little bit of protruding things coming out here to keep the feet from sliding off the board. As you can see, we got a little bit grooves in here, so we can determine when we turn from inside and out the board that we can determine which side we want from the other. And you can see here, these fins really help out a great deal.
We had a very close overall winner. And this contest today decided who was going to be the overall winner. And in the freestyle, the guy who took third place was Tom Sims. Yeah. Does anybody have any idea who got second in the freestyle? No. Jake Burton Carpenter. For first place in the freestyle, I think you all know who that goes to. Yeah, one of the hottest 3 runs in a row. Scott Jacobson. All right, Scott.
The Vento stick.
Congratulations. Thank you. Out of the overall winners, as a matter of fact, the same 3 people I just mentioned. The third place overall was Tom Sims. Oh, great. Wait a minute. Hold it. Scratch that. I made a mistake. Third place overall went to Jake. Yeah! And he got 4. And he got 4 points. 4 points. Okay. Overall. Second place went to Tom Sims. First place. And the guy who won the freestyle, Scott Jacobson. You won All right. Congratulations. You picked up a big one. Came all the way from Utah. Have a nice tune ride home. My audio back.
Nice.
Let's hear it for Winter Stick.
Yeah. Let's hear it for all the borders and all the stickers. And it was a great time, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to get something together more professional, more high task. And I think the boards are coming a long way. With all the boards are starting to be more advanced every day, and so should the performance. This contest was really good, considering it is the first contest ever. In the history, snowboarding is relatively, early in its stages. But this contest will open up a whole new thing for next year. Because next year we're going to be able to do something where it's going to blow minds on ABC, Wide World of Sports, in really hot places. Like Ski Cooper here is a really nice skier, and these guys have been really good. Because, snowboarding is relatively new. People, you approach people about it, and they wonder, hey, what are these guys trying here? And then you see someone do it, and they freak out. They freak out, and they're going, yeah, this is great. But whereas, you approach a ski area, and they're a little bit cautious, and these guys have been, the perfect host here in Colorado. They have a really nice little ski area here, and it's great. It was pretty nice sticking here, but I'd like to see snowboarding and sticking reach the greatest, ultimate high performance level, like pro surfing. You watch a pipeline movie or something, and you're standing on the table at the end of the movie, and we have the same potential here in snowboarding. And it's gonna happen, and it's really fun. I've been skiing since I was 2 years old. I've been in pro mogul tours. I've been a pro racer. I was in a pro telemark tour this year. I've skied a lot, and when I'm at the top of an on-track shot with a stick, and I look down, it's the greatest rush ever. And I hope that it happens more often. This is my first year really doing it, and it's really not that hard. I mean, skiing, it takes a lifetime to be the best. Take a three-pinning. You can be the best skier in the world, and you start cross country, and you realize, yeah, you're all over the place. It's f***ing hard. It takes years to be the hottest. Whereas sticking, it's so dynamic. It's a new sport. You can shred the energy. You put in the energy, you get it back. With fulfillment, it's nice.
All right, have a good.
It's real nice.
Come on, Jake! Go, Dan! Mega air ollie!
The energy, you put in the energy, you get it back. The energy, you put in the energy, you get it back. The energy, you put in the energy, you get it back.
Go, Jack!